Yo, what's up, Genshin fam? So, the real Pyro Archon, Bennett, now has a competitor. The latest 4-star Iansan from Natlan. Is it finally time for our boy to hang up his sword and pass on the mantle? Well, give me just 5 minutes of your time and I'll show you exactly why Iansan might just be worthy to take the crown or not. But before that, make sure to subscribe to my channel and help me hit 500 subs. As a thank you, I'll be giving away 2 Welkins once we hit that goal. So don't miss your chance. Okay now, grab some water, sit back, relax and let's dive right into it. With Iansan now officially added to the roster, I thought why not make a comparison video between her and the OG Pyro Archon, Bennett. Both are amazing in their own ways and can bring a lot of value to your teams. But today, we'll break down their strengths and weaknesses so you can decide who's worth building. Okay now, let's go. Starting off with exploration. Iansan shines here, no doubt. Her sprint is crazy fast and she can dash through large rocks, making her super useful in Natlan's terrain. But even outside Natlan, that speed helps a lot when exploring or collecting stuff. Bennett, though, well, he's got no special exploration talents. No spring boost, no climbing reduction, nothing like that. He's just a regular adventurer when it comes to exploring. I mean, what can we expect? He's been here since version 1.0. So yeah, this one, an easy win for Iansan. Next up, how easy are they to build? Iansan is really simple to gear up. You just stack attack percentage artifacts on her, sans, goblet, circlet, and you're basically done. Give her an energy recharge polearm and that's enough for her to support the team and deal decent damage too. Bennett, on the other hand, is a bit more demanding. You need to balance attack percentage and energy recharge because his burst is what gives that huge team buff, and if you don't have enough ER, you're gonna struggle keeping that burst up. Comment who you think is easy to build. So, if you are talking easy builds, point goes to Iansan again. Sorry Benny. Now, let's talk about constellations. This is where Bennett pops off. Even at C0, he's super solid, but the moment you unlock C1, boom, he removes that restriction of not being able to buff characters who use swords or claymores at full HP. That's huge. C1 is all you really need for him to make him a top tier support. Iansan meanwhile is decent at C0, but her real strength comes in at C6, where she gives a 25% damage boost to the on-field character. That's strong, no doubt, but not everyone will be able to pull her 6 times. Let me know in the comments how many constellations you've got for Iansan. So for low spenders or free to plays, point goes to Bennett. Alright now, the main part, buffing. Let's start with Bennett. His burst creates a big circle on the ground. If a character stands inside it and the HP is above 70%, they get an attack boost based on Bennett's base attack. But if they walk out of the circle, the buff is gone. So yeah, his buff is amazing, but only for characters that can stay inside the circle. Iansan's buff works differently. When she ults, this skull symbol appears and you'll see a bar that fills up. The more the on-field character moves, the higher the buff percentage. This makes her really good for characters who are always on the move. Think hyperactive DPSs like Yoimiya, Hazo, or some Natlan characters like Varesa, Mauvika, and Moalani. Both have the pros and cons, depending on your playstyle. So I'd say, point goes to both, and it's a tie. Now, let's talk healing. And yeah, it's an important one. Bennett's healing is simple and reliable. If the character standing in his burst is below 70% HP, they get healed based on his attack. Easy, quick, and super useful during long fights or abyss runs. Iansan's healing, though, is a bit complicated. She only heals when a nearby teammate triggers a Night Soul burst, which activates a warming up phase for 10 seconds. Then, if she restores at least one Night Soul point, She heals the active character for 60% of her attack. I don't know about you, but I rarely notice her healing actually happening. It's not very reliable in the real time combat. So yeah, point goes to Bennett again. Okay, now let's tally it up. Exploration goes to Iansan. Build Iansan. Constellations Bennett. Buffing both and healing Bennett. So the final score, Bennett getting a 3.5 and Iansan a 2.5. So for now, Bennett still holds the crown as a Pyro support king. He's just too consistent, easy to use and reliable. But that doesn't mean Iansan isn't worth building. In fact, why not use both together? Combine the buffs, mix their playstyles and go crazy with that big PP damage. Both are amazing in their own way and can be a lot of fun depending on your team setup. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed the breakdown, drop a like, subscribe for more Genshin content and comment below which one you prefer, Bennett or Iansan. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.